Okay, so I think I've mentioned before, I've been fortunate enough to be allowed to put my finished pieces in the basement because they don't finish or they don't fit in my studio. So my finished work is down here. There's a decent amount of it. Finished work that isn't elsewhere, like a business or something. But Progress Clothing received 3 inches of water in their basement, and they are right next door. We still have no water in the basement. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I need to back up for a second, I guess, because it's in the last vlog. Today's Friday, so it's first day of filming for the week. But a water main got busted as the city was trying to do stuff with the hotel fire and clean that up. So several businesses had posted that their basements were flooded. So I was really concerned because these pieces are not that far off the ground. Some of them are still on the ground. And just like, yeah. So I'm going to move my stuff here, but I have also been charged with the task of moving other stuff in the basement in other rooms. So I've got a whole bunch of keys. I don't know if they work or not. I don't know. They're not labeled, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't find water in any of the other rooms.
Where does he live? Can you see? Alberta, South America.
Daddy, I need to see. I want to see Goya's face. So weird that. I know, beautiful.
9 months.
Yeah.
Do the exercises. Well, we're headed down to Popson. Gonna have ourselves a time. This is actually really beautiful when the sun is out and we've got the snow in the coulees. Earlier today, Rebecca and I and the children's, we went to a wildlife festival, I think is what it was called. I think the organization, I mean, I think most of them are in Calgary, but there's a key player in the reptile rescue portion of things that's in Lethbridge. But it was cool. We pet some baby wallaroos, and they pet porcupines and snakes, and I don't even remember what else. Got to see some cool stuff. There was something that was Chilean, and I don't remember. There's like some Chilean, like tarantula thing, I think. But it was fun. It was a good time. And now Ren and I are going to go for a little walk at Popson and enjoy the nice weather we're having. It snowed a lot in the past 24 hours, but yeah, it's pretty all right today. It's not really windy. -8. The sun's out. Oh, what a beautiful winter day. So, I think I've shown this one before, this big one. But, yeah, that was kind of the first of this little city series thing. I don't know exactly how that started. I mean, this started off as something abstract that just wasn't working the way I wanted it to. And I was listening to this podcast that had to do with, like, venues in a city. And then somehow there were blocks of color that I turned into buildings. And then I liked that. And then I just these frames were sitting around, and I had an idea. And I found some paper. It turns out the paper was the exact same size. Well, not exact same size, but it would, like, fit on the back if I stapled it to the back. And, yeah, so then I thought, okay, well, let's paint those and do something with those. And I was still in the mode of doing the city thing, so then I kind of did that here. And then I received some photos in the mail because I had purchased some really old photos. And there's random ephemera and then I put pencil shavings in there for texture and some interest points, and yeah. Again, very different from what I normally do, but I don't even know what I normally do anymore. I still overwhelmingly work with abstracts, but those were really fun, and it was kind of just like interesting doing like a little mini series, I guess, because I think that I'm ready to move on from that now. But if I were to do like 10 of them, I know that they would look very different. Because even with just these 3, they're very different. And part of that is because maybe getting bored with something, getting tired with it, and finding other ways to make it interesting. So even just like how tight some of the squares are that are supposed to represent windows versus how big or loose they are maybe here. And just finding ways to like, I still want to have some semblance of a city, but like have other things going on too and make it more interesting. Yeah, it was fun. I don't know if I will do more like this or not, but I enjoy the color palettes. I enjoy what was going on here, and they were just like really freeing to do. I'm not sure what kind of mess I have behind me, but wrapping up the vlog, I went to the hospital like yesterday for some scopes that needed to be done. Last week I was there for the cyst thing, which we talked about. That seems to be going well. No signs of infection or anything else. Still a little tender. Stitches are starting to kind of come out on their own. And yeah, scopes and stuff. I'm going to get results on that within a couple weeks, apparently. But nothing that seemed so out of the ordinary that they told me right then. But then again, they need to biopsy some stuff and go from there. So, yeah, I I woke up in the middle of it because they put me to sleep, and I woke up in the middle of it and was kind of confused. And they didn't put me back to sleep. They finished up like a minute or two after that, but they didn't really seem too concerned that I woke up either. So I don't know, but I guess I've only been put to sleep twice medically, and those 2 times it seems that, or based off those 2 times, it seems that it doesn't. It takes a lot. I found that even with local anesthetic, it doesn't. Like, yeah, my body just doesn't. I don't know. It handles it well in the fact that I don't think I'm like getting sick or anything from it. Like some people like throw up and whatever, but it just seems that I need a little more than average, I guess, in order to make it as effective as it should be. So, I'm driving out to McGrath today to pick up some books for my stepdad because he likes them. I don't know why that got weird. Yeah, so I'm going to go do that. I don't know the last time I've been out to McGrath. Or, yeah, 'cause I don't even remember if it was McGrath or Raymond. I went there for an interview to be on their sub list like 6 years ago. And that's been... No, I guess I went out to Raymond to paint that food truck a couple years back now. 2 years ago? Either way, it's incredibly rare I ever go out there. So, taking a nice little drive out there, that'll be kind of fun. Weather seems okay. So I'm going to do that, and we'll see what the day has in store. But that's it for the vlog this week. See you later.